Hello, Mana here, and today we are checking out the biggest mistakes to avoid as a new player in Wuthering Waves. And yeah, just thought I would check out a few videos like this, because I'm kind of all in for Wuthering Waves, but I also know very, very little. I didn't play either of the betas. I haven't really kept up with too much on the content side. I mostly do want to go in fresh. I think it's a game I am going to enjoy. But also figured, launches tomorrow, why not brush up on a little? And I figured the title with one like this, maybe it's slightly clickbait, but it's probably alright. So yeah, I just thought we'd check out a few things like this, and I don't know, just seemed like a good one to start with. So yeah, let's get to it. Thank you for watching.
Greetings, Rovers.
Greetings.
Welcome back. Today I'm going to discuss the biggest mistakes to avoid as a new player in Wuthering Waves.
Okay.
Just a reminder, I'm currently running a $100 giveaway to one lucky subscriber, ending on May 22nd with the release of Wuthering Waves.
Nice.
Click that subscribe button to be entered. It's that easy, and good luck. Please note, all the information I'm presenting you today is from the closed beta test and is subject to change.
Oh, by the way, I will have this video linked in the description if you do want to check it out directly, subscribe, or enter that giveaway or anything like that.
Ignoring exploration. First and foremost, the exploration of the world of Soul 3 is going to be incredibly important for late game, and when you're focusing on side quests and doing various endgame activities.
I mean, that's something I'll definitely want to do anyway, so got that covered, but I'm listening.
Spending your early game focusing on exploring the map and gathering waypoints is going to be extremely crucial during the endgame, when you will be regularly needing to travel to various ends of the map for different activities.
Yeah, that makes sense. Though I would want to do that anyway. I just want to really embrace it and enjoy it, so yeah.
Knocking this out ahead of time, or during periods when you're burnt out of the story or farming, is going to be key to your long-term enjoyment. Ignoring puzzles and minigames. While you are out exploring and gathering your waypoints, you should be doing every single puzzle, chest event, monster kill, and Sealy.
I didn't know there were puzzles. Nice.
Getting them out of the way while you are in the area will save you the hassle of having to come back later when you are focusing on them. These events are an extremely important source of Astrite, which is the currency to pull on the gacha banners, account XP, and resonator, leveling, and upgrading materials. The only reason to avoid doing this is if you plan on following a guide later on with all of the events listed. That way it's easier to keep track of what you have and haven't done.
Yeah, I could see that. Probably I don't know how these track in game, I guess. I could see that being kind of difficult to keep track of later on. But puzzles? Yes, please. I love puzzles. I don't know how interesting or difficult they'll be or anything, but yeah, love puzzles.
Ignoring gathering materials. Unlike Genshin, picking up the majority of gathering materials you come across while exploring is going to be crucial when it comes to endgame content.
Okay, well I'm a hoarder, so all good.
This can be done while you are out exploring, and will add a minuscule amount of time to your exploration, and will have huge benefits. Gathering materials out in the world will allow you to craft various items to assist you in battle, and will be a key component to upgrading your various equipment. Leveling your cooking and crafting. This goes hand in hand with the previous point, as the materials you are gathering mean nothing if they are rotting in your bags. Visit the stove or a crafting station in a major city and make sure you are putting those materials to use.
Yeah, I mean, so far, everything stated is just things I would want to do anyway, so I guess that's a good thing.
You will be able to craft healing, attack, or defense food, which will make those difficult encounters easier and could be the difference between killing or dying. You will also be able to use materials such as ore while gathering to synthesize them into upgrade materials for your weapons.
Oh, cool.
Capping out on stamina. Stamina is referred to as wave plates in this game, and you want to avoid capping out your wave plates at all cost. 6 real-life minutes is the equivalent of 1 wave plate, so while you are capped on stamina, every 6 minutes you will be wasting out on 1 energy.
Oh, okay. I was confused there for a second. Right, is meaning you don't want to cap it as in you're just wasting energy if you let it sit at maximum. Okay.
The stamina cap is extremely high at 240, and that just gives even more of a reason to avoid capping out due to the long amount of time it takes to go from 0 to 240.
Wait, so 6 minutes to... Okay, I mean, that seems pretty good. Alright.
Skipping out means you are missing out on potential rewards down the line. Avoid leveling characters you won't use. While this is mainly a beginner problem, as long term we should have more materials than we know what to do with. You should identify your team relatively quickly within your tenure to Wuthering Waves, and avoid pumping experience materials into characters you won't use.
Okay, see, I'm not even familiar with this type of stuff. So you have to use materials to level up? Like, it's not just pure XP? Like... Okay.
We will be limited in certain materials early game, and there's nothing worse than pulling a resonator you were excited for and not having the materials to level them up. This also goes for materials for leveling up your specific echoes and your specific weapons. Redeem your Union level packs. Starting at level 20, every 10 levels when you navigate to your shop, there will be an area to claim the Union level pack, which will provide a ton of helpful materials such as credits, leveling materials, and banner pulls.
Oh yeah, I had no idea what those were, but I'm pretty sure something from the current event says about you unlock them at level 8 or something. Level 8 Union? Union level 8? Yeah. Well, I figure I'll figure that once I get in game.
This will be extremely easy to overlook, as in the closed beta test, there was no notification that you have a new Union level pack waiting for you, so you'd have to navigate there on your own to find it. Upgrading your skills. Many players will often forget, especially with the sheer amount of new things that are in this game and the various different names that they're throwing at you, to going back to your basics and leveling up your skills on the resonators you are using. Do not level the skills of resonators you are not using, as you'll simply be wasting materials. This is something you can do further down the line as the game progresses, but doing it early will just be a waste of materials.
Assume that's like normal leveling, like you have to use specific materials. Okay. Yeah, because I'm really not going to know what characters I'm using at the start and stuff, so I guess maybe hold off on leveling things unless I run into difficulty problems or something? I'm not sure.
Depending on your character, the order of importance will matter, as different characters will have various scalings on their attacks, skills, liberation, and ultimates. You should be investing in characters you plan on using long term. If you think you're going to replace a character soon, you should probably stop investing materials into them, as it'll ultimately just be a waste.
I feel like it'd take a fair bit of knowledge to really know that though, wouldn't it? Like, especially if you're talking about using something long term. Like, I imagine most people won't really know that for a while.
Your weapons. Each character has their own specific weapon type. Early on, identify which character will be your main DPS and which will be your sub DPS. The main DPS is the character you will want to make sure you are focusing on getting the best weapon. There are swords, broadblades, gauntlets, rectifiers, and pistols. Keep note, swords and broadblades are not interchangeable, despite it sounding like they are. As you are exploring and turning in various rewards, keep in mind which weapon you want to look out for. You obviously want to get the best weapon for your best character.
A lot of the benefit in having gotten to the betas to be able to like understand a bit more what you want. Because at the moment I have no idea. I like swords, but I mean the guns also look really fun, but I don't know what the actual feel of them is either.
Staying on top of your echoes.
This is something I literally have no idea what echoes are. I've been getting them in the event, but I actually have no idea what they are.
Make sure you are farming your echoes in the open world, including the bosses. This will be the only way to level your databank, which holds various rewards such as asteroid and increases your chance to capture enemies at the higher the level. On the subject of echoes, pay attention to their stats, rarity, and set effects of the echoes you are equipping. Echoes are not guaranteed to have specific stats or substats, so you need to pay close attention to all of them to ensure you are building your character properly.
Yeah, I still don't like, are they like just monsters in the world that you can summon or something? Like, I'm sure I could Google this away, just off the top of my head. I still don't actually know what these are. I'm glad that the current like pre-register event goes beyond launch, so I can actually figure out like which echo I want before I lock it in.
Not every echo will have the same set effect as well, so you will make sure that you have matching set effects to utilize the most out of these echoes you are equipping to your characters. And finally, practice, practice, practice. This is arguably going to be the most important aspect of this video. The combat in Wuthering Waves is unlike any we've seen before in the gacha space, and is more akin to a Souls-like game than a Genshin game. When it comes to its combat, spend your time going out in the world and practice your combos, dodges, and parries. Dodges and parries are the most important part of combat, and honing in on your combos will allow you to take down the most formidable foes. And that about covers some.
I am very curious to experience the combat myself, like difficulty-wise and stuff, like, because I'm like, I'm up for a challenge, but I definitely enjoy the flow of that type of combat more than I like crazy difficulty. But you know, we'll see. I'm up for whatever will yeah. That's just gonna be a hope for the best situation. I think it would be honestly more about finding the funnest character, because then you like, as long as it's a character that can hold up, like, because then you can kind of just, you know, embrace that style you like and all that.
Of the biggest mistakes new players will encounter during their first time. What did you think? Is there anything that I missed? I may end up doing a follow-up video to this, as I have a ton more to share with you guys on what to do and what not to do when it comes to your first time playing Wuthering Waves. As always, please drop me a like and subscribe. We're getting so close to 10k I could taste it.
Wait, he says 10k? He's at almost 25k. This video is 12 days ago. Damn, dude. Good stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, I said I'll have his links in the description and all that. Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway for me is probably being a bit wary of like leveling up skills and characters then. Which I probably would have picked that up like when I realized I had to use materials, but it's just something I wasn't really aware of. The video does also bring up stuff I should probably learn beforehand, so I'm pretty happy generally going in. Like the reason I haven't looked up a lot of stuff is because I still want to keep it fresh when it comes to, say, you know, exploring the world and, you know, a lot of things, but it would be good to understand some mechanical stuff, which is why I thought I would check out a few videos. Like for example, I should probably look up a video on echoes. I do not understand what they are at all. I can only make the assumption from the very little I've seen that they like you can summon one monster at a time to fight with you or something maybe, or you equip them and they give you bonuses for what they are or something. Because yeah, I think there's what 30 plus as part of the pre-register event thingy, and I've unlocked most of them. I've got a lot of them at 5 stars, but I have no idea which one I should lock in. I think the pre-register event goes like June 6th, so that's actually really nice. Gives some time to kind of figure it out. Because yeah, I guess like really I probably want to figure out whatever character I'm liking and then get the best echo for that character or something. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you Shinya for the video information. And yeah, I'm probably gonna check out a couple more. I'll check out what else he has on his channel. There might be some other videos I put up like this. Just because I know some of you guys are also interested in Wuthering Waves, so figure like we can check them out together and ramble along and all that. But yeah, I might look up one on echoes. I don't know what else I need to know. So I like to understand some mechanics, but I like to keep things pretty fresh when it comes to, you know, exploring the world and various things like that. So even a lot of like the characters, I'm not familiar with their combat or anything. But yeah, the mechanics behind all that stuff, like what echoes are, how they function, knowing that upgrades require materials and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it also sounds like a lot of this listed stuff, like some of the stuff you'd miss is people, I think, rushing ahead. Like him covering about making sure you gather stuff in the world and doing the puzzles and everything. Like I can imagine, yeah, some people trying to rush past a lot of things. Whereas I'll be wanting to play quite thoroughly, so I don't think that'll be a problem for me. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Be well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Links in the description. And yeah, I'll see you in something else soon. Bye-bye.